Wow, did you click on the right video today? If you're watching this close to the release date, you're one of the first people in the world to see this brand new 3D printed house. Behind me might be the best kept secret in the 3D printed construction industry. I'm here in Texas, near Dallas, where a small company has 3D printed this building behind me, and nobody even knew about it until now. I was at World of Concrete when I first caught wind of this company. It's incredible to see a house completed to this level that we haven't heard of before. Usually when there's a 3D printed home, we're on the site even before it's built, but this one has been done in incredible levels of stealth. Keep in mind, this is the first print that this company has done, so it's totally a learning experience for them. This house very much tries to emulate a traditional house. So you have 4 walls, traditional roof structure, and very traditional windows. The company plans on innovating some of these things in the future and just wanted to get started with this for now. So they plan on increasing ultimately the height that they print to and obviously the layer quality, but just creating something that's able to stand on its own from concrete, curing rapidly layer after layer, is an immense challenge that this company has been able to overcome without publicly seeking investment, without doing big fundraising capitals, big videos of renderings. They're just here building the real homes here in Texas. They're still working on this house. It obviously isn't complete yet, so we get to see some of the details like this insulation they're using around the windows. This expanding spray foam insulation is great to fill all the gaps in the layers because they can be uneven if you don't finish them after the print. We'll see inside they did start to finish some of the sections, but ultimately chose to leave the majority unfinished in the raw concrete state. This corner demonstrates one of the core features of 3D printed construction, the ability to easily implement curvature into the shape of the building rather than having all sharp 90-degree edges. Channel sponsor Ventures Equipment was actually a key component of this construction project. They've learned so much from the experiences they've had. They've upgraded their equipment to work with a variety of 3D printed construction systems for cementitious mortar and concrete up to 3/8 aggregate. The overhead loaded silo makes it easy to put large amounts of concrete in the system at once with a forklift, and they have upgraded silos to increase the capacity. As we walk in, you can see it's a different color than the rest of the building. So the inside they have this plaster, just prepping it. They'll probably leave it raw. But over there you can see where they've begun to smooth out some of the concrete. This is done right after it's printed. They just smooth it out with any kind of spatula or flat surface. They have the electrical boxes here. This is a pretty good installation. There's not a lot of room. And obviously there'll be a cover over this, so you're not going to see all of the gap, the very tiny gap between the electrical box and the concrete. Over here they have the kitchen, and they did back it up to a 3D printed wall. They have ample outlets here. It looks like it was cut after the print because you can see some of the saw lines. I would be curious to know if they did this for all of them after the print or just some of them. It seems there's a lot of covering over where the outlets went. I'm not sure what they used as a lintel to bridge that gap. I wish the printer that they printed this on was still here. The bathroom actually looks really nice with the tile. For some reason, the printed walls give it kind of like an aged feel, like you're at some tavern or something. And even though it's brand new, it's a really unique look. I think the right person could really appreciate the aesthetic of this house. It's so unique, and no 2 walls are the same. Think about it, if you were to print with perfect lines every time, everything would look identical, but this house now has so much character. This is a 3-bedroom home right now. We're in the master bedroom. It has its own private bathroom in here. The bathrooms have a similar shower tile scheme. This one has a little bit bigger of a shower. The whole house has this molding, which kind of just gives it a bit of an upgrade from standard only concrete. I'm not sure if this was a foresight or afterwards they wanted to add more elements like wood to soften the space, But either way, it looks great. And obviously it's still under construction, so it's gonna look much better when they cut away all of the insulation that's still hanging out and have the furniture moved in, of course. Here you can kind of get a look inside the wall structure because they're still working on this outlet. So you can see it's like an inch thick of concrete. And then on the inside, it looks like we can see some rebar in there, some horizontal rebar. And then in between it's hollow. Most walls like this will have kind of a zigzag structure inside, and they'll pour concrete every 6 or 8 feet to create vertical load structure. Over here in the kitchen, there seems to be a very big space, I guess, for a large pantry, or maybe washer dryer unit would go here. That makes sense. This is a pretty well-designed house. It's not huge, but it's 3 bedroom, 2 bath, and it's got all the space you need. Big living section here. I hope as they continue to innovate, they'll come up with some designs that are different from the homes we've seen in the past. But this one really does a great job introducing people to 3D printed construction because it gives them something they're used to. Kind of like how electric cars used to have a fake grill on the front. You can see, even though we're in Texas, they've insulated the plumbing. I guess they've learned from the recent freezes that you're better safe than sorry, even in this warm climate. This house actually has access to the attic, so let's check that out. Well, it's nothing crazy up there, just an attic, but you kind of get an idea how the roof is traditionally built. It's not different from any other home of the same footprint. The only difference is the part where you join the roof to the printed wall. Here we see a little section inside the wall, and the plumbing goes right into the hollow section of the wall. Dallas-based startup My Robot Builds has constructed this as their second 3D printed home in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and they've made so many improvements from the first one they did just recently. Notably, it's 6 inches taller, which gives a much more roomy feel inside. We'll see in a minute. Also, the layer qualities are immensely improved from their first home. Like we've seen with other companies, the projects have a huge rate of improvement as the groups learn to operate their equipment more effectively. This is definitely the case with My Robot Builds, and I can't wait to see what they build in the future. Let's check this one out. This building features the same rounded edge the other one had, but they improved the quality, so it's a little bit more consistent than the other one. Someone did brush into it at some point. These things happen during the construction process, and when the concrete's still wet, you have to be very adaptable because things happen quickly and they become permanent. As we walk into this home, you can see the layer quality again drastically improved from the other home. They weren't messing around trying to smooth out certain sections, so it's much more consistent. And if you look at this wall over here, these are many, many layers looking very consistent. So it's very promising to see how much progress they made from the first printed house to this one. This company is really inspiring because it isn't funded by tons of investors yet. They made all this progress funded on their own, building their equipment, fixing everything, doing things hands-on to get to this stage. And in fact, this home was 10 to 15% cheaper than the other one, despite having 6 inches more height. As we walk through, most of the house is the same. I do want to check on the outlet over here. It seems that this was definitely intentional. So, we can see in the other one, it looks like it was an accident, like they had placed it in the wrong position. But here you can tell it's 2 separate gaps for outlets. Here they did a much better job bridging this gap. They're clearly making advancements. And if you look around the windows, I guess this one hasn't received its insulation yet. Hopefully the founder will be willing to share some numbers with us, and as the homes progress, we can revisit them. There are gonna be some really exciting things coming out of this company. I can just tell that they have the grit it takes to keep building new homes and continue experimenting with what this technology can do. I'm super grateful that they let me come check these homes out. They could have given this exclusive to anybody. Any big journalist or news network would have been happy to be on the scene, but instead they chose my small YouTube channel, and for that I am so grateful. They did tell me there are occasional burping events, and this causes a little bit of disorganized layer qualities. And this is usually from an air bubble potentially. There's a pretty significant burp event over there, but it doesn't affect the structural integrity. Here you see a very well executed wall that has very consistent layers. If you get it more flat, it's easier to apply plaster or other types of finishings in the future. Isn't it surprising to see a project like this spring up complete that we haven't heard of yet? I know I was astounded when I heard a company had printed not only one, but 2 homes right in the state of Texas. The 3D printed construction community is growing faster than ever, and the people involved are learning things at a deeper level than before. At this point, the ball's rolling, and I believe it's inevitable that automation will overtake traditional construction methods, and you'll watch it all unfold right here on my YouTube channel. So make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one.